Hey, welcome back to Game Hydro. We've got another epic plane evolution video for you, and we're going to show you how to beat the glider level. This is one of the more difficult levels in the game. This used to be the final boss level. Now it's not, because there's more levels in the game, but right now I believe the fighter jet is the final boss level. So we're going to show you how to beat this one. And unlike with the plane upgrades, where it's just wing, tail, and propeller, this one actually changes the shape of your whole glider, and it gives you completely different apparatuses to attach to your character. So we're going to go through the upgrades here. There's the Mega Glider, and we're going to show you what happens when you try to upgrade past the Mega Glider. Nothing happens. Now, that doesn't mean that there's no upgrades left to do. The Slingshot is going to improve your chances to do pretty much anything in this game, because it will give you a harder launch. Yes, you can still beat the level with no Slingshot upgrades or one Slingshot upgrade, but you should be upgrading your Slingshot more than that. Each shape change that your Slingshot gets increases the speed of the launch significantly. And when the launch speed is increased, you have a larger margin of error. After a certain point, the pallets of the Slingshot will just start turning back over again, but you can just continue to upgrade and continue to get more launching power out of them. All right, Super String Slingshot. As you can see, the glider is the 4th level in the current universe that we're in, the one that starts with the paper plane. And you can see over in the shop area is where you can watch videos to earn gems. All right, we'll go ahead and take off. We'll show you what you are supposed to do. So launch and immediately tilt downward, because you're launching straight off a mountain. So you want to try to use that downward momentum to gain as much speed as possible. Now, as with other levels, don't hold your finger on the screen. Swipe and swipe and swipe. All right, that run was a little bit too easy for us, so it went by a little fast. So we're gonna show you again how what techniques to use, and do that just as kind of a proof of concept thing. So that crash was intentional. We're gonna pause the video, and we're gonna hit the next button, and then when we come back, we're gonna do run number 2. All right, run number 2. Are you ready to do run number 2? I'm ready for it. So no further upgrades here from what we had before, because our previous loadout was pretty much sufficient. All right, reel it back and let it go. We're gonna nose down again. We just went through a cloud there because we didn't nose down fast enough, but that's okay. The clouds don't really do anything detrimental to your performance. We're going to get as low as absolutely possible and then tilt upward. All right, aimed for the exit again. The finish line stops short, though, and we just missed the transparent checkered flag. So that's one little glitch in this game, that if you miss the transparent checkered flag motif and you end up going around it, then you're just going to keep going forever and ever. You're never going to crash. You're continually going to regain speed. That wouldn't be that bad, except for the fact that that for whatever reason, it absolutely floods your phone with data, or your tablet, which can cause your phone to get red hot. I mean, part of that is probably because I'm running an iPhone 13 Pro, not an iPhone 16 Pro. But still, shouldn't really do that. All right, let's go ahead and start run number 3. And off we go into the wild blue yonder. Blah, blah, blah. Give her the guns. Just missed the cloud, but this technique should be familiar to you at this point. Gradually scroll up. Uh-oh. That phone heat is still giving us issues and caused us to have quite a bit of lag there. All right, we're going way upward, but enough to win. And as you can see, we had to do a very strong, very intense tilt to the left in order to cross the finish line properly, instead of just glitching the game out again and blowing out the rest of the phone's RAM and causing it to heat up so much that it melts. But we cleared the level that time, even despite the massive speed loss at the end. So the basic techniques are pretty much the same whenever you play this level. Launch, then swipe to aim down, swipe to aim forward, and swipe to aim upward once you hit the mountain, and you have to try to go over the mountain. So that it's 4 simple steps there, and if you can complete those 4 simple steps easily, then you will absolutely have a pretty easy time on this level. Now, obviously that's no longer the final boss level, but it is one of the harder levels in the game. To me, to my eyes and to my play, it's not quite as hard as the vintage plane level, which can be a giant pain in the butt due to how they handle, due to how, oh geez, I just lost my train of thought. Dear God, I've been up for 24 hours or so. Leave me alone. All right. Yeah, this is, that was the glider level. So you're going to play the fighter jet level and one other level after this. Oh, the Viking boat level, followed by the fighter jet level. Now, the Viking boat level, for some reason, they moved that to the second to last stage. Not really that hard, in my opinion. This one is much harder because you got to deal with the downhill and the uphill part. The Viking hill, or the Viking battle, Viking plane, is very easy. All you got to do is kind of just tilt it down enough to keep speed, but tilt it up when you come across an obstacle. Anyways, this is Game Hydro. Thank you for watching. We got more Epic Plane Evolution content, so please like and subscribe, and stay tuned for when new levels are added to the game. We will play them and give you some good information.